Still have some memory left. Yes, I do have to take care of that. Probably by the end of today, I got to make a move on it. Otherwise, you won't see my lovely face. And I know you love it. So here's where I'm coming from. You do know that William Donald SCHAEFER was a retired colonel, United States military. So basically oh no. You see, William Donald SCHAEFER canceled the first meeting. Remember, Sophia is the salesperson in that building, that he is professor, the new policy building. He is the journalism professor. I said, wow, I might as well try and interview him. Why not? He canceled the first meeting, 45 minutes late for the second. Listen, let me explain something to you when I am going to forget taking $11 an hour out of my day and going to the Baltimore. You know what? Why hasn't anybody demanded that somebody index any of those years? Why hasn't the NAACP demanded it? Furthermore, have you indexed it for yourselves? Watch and learn. You sell that Baltimore, the city that reads, that to someone that didn't infuse your economy. Do you understand? Your people, with the lies you spew, you resign to destroy credit ratings, bounce checks, increase auto insurance for your neighbor that's not from there. Please, don't waste my time. I gave you the most relevant pages. Do you understand? You people not only dishonor a building called the Salvation Army, you dishonor that every day in Congress, some preacher-meacher gives a prayer. Well, they did that at the Baltimore City Council too. And I so kindly selected the Greek Orthodox priest. I think it was the church down the street from the Enoch Pratt Library. Attended a wedding once there, but coming from New York, we were a little late. Yeah, I think we made it for the food. Fallito. Yeah, so William Donald SCHAEFER is retired colonel, World War II. What was Peter Angelo's? Maybe that's why old Pete got traffic lights. I have other thoughts on that, depending. William Donald SCHAEFER got housing at $11. Don't ever say, don't. I was transferred there, don't. You understand? I'm not playing games. I'm going to finish this book. It could be a little tough, because if you think the roommate is a problem, Harper is a problem. Already tried that, by 2009? And according to that media concentration of 77, 78, foreigners cannot own media in America. So I'm assuming anybody that gets little Murdoch, Murdoch is little. Murdoch starts in Tarrytown. I will not be destroyed in 3 cities. Fuck that. I think the Security Exchange Commission listing the Star magazine as personality journalism, and the University of California, Riverside digitizing newspapers, where People's Magazine founder calls it personality journalism, phrase coined by his wife. You don't own me. It just took me 35 years. Angelos, Spiliades, ethnoviolence, Colonel, United States military. I didn't think that little letter would cause all of that problem. How did it cause a problem? VOURLEKIS? Sounds Greek to me, VOURLEKIS. But she says like this, my father is driving me. Peacetime troops, Linz, Austria. My father is sitting on a fucking campus that we still don't know there's an ethnoviolence study. You fuck ass. Don't. I could care less who you think you are. You're nobody. I'm not a Democrat. Out of state voting, Reagan, 84. You did this to yourselves, you understand? You look foolish. What did he do? He wrote a letter. VOURLEKIS, she is not my advisor. I've never had a class with Betsy VOURLEKIS. She is a board member on the Council of Social Work Education. She's a board member. Dean Harris is a board member. 2 letters. Don't. Your Mr. Angelos got all documents. Furthermore, what do you give a lawyer to start? You will not silence me. I have a master's degree. You did this to yourselves, and William Donald SCHAEFER is just laughing in heaven. Look at what they did to their own. You didn't? Sure you did. This Betsy VOURLEKIS, my father got lost, do you understand? And I explained, my father got lost. I know Greek men. What the fuck? What does that mean? Betsy? You're Mr. Newsom, Neighborhood, from the 70s. He's authored. Was it the Black Journal? Anything you should never have invited out-of-state students. Your problems don't even, any word I say is substantiated. Don't get me started. And that is not a tear. It's an itch. You better figure out what you're going to do, you understand? I want you shut down. You can use that $72 billion to keep running. You've done nothing to my scholarship. I solved your problem in 2 minutes. By the scientific method, 6th grade, 7th grade, New York curriculum. The instructions say 2 drops, not 7. Don't mess with me. I'm going to write it just like, don't. You stopped Twitter, trust me. I'm using this forum now. I like to look at myself. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? Me. You've done nothing to me. What have you done? First of all, what grade level of the United States of America is this? She went, she found them. You know that it's in the newspaper. I am the halftime show with my, don't make me go get my whistle. It says Japan. Watch how far you did this to no one else. We'll go down the list again. Previous year, upper class, Eddie Walsh, either American University or George Washington. Poor Billy Arduino, father, milkman, eggs. Catholic University, oh, he came back like he was from Vietnam driving a cab. 2 to UVA. I believe it was Martin and Fred Rickles. We've got UVA, we've got American, George Washington, and Catholic. You didn't give anybody an assignment similar. It is a 6th grade same class, my brother, you will research one historical house. Do not. Do you understand that? I work for no one here. As I said at that hearing, how long did the house, Beck and Wheatley pays the insurance. You watch your step. Do you understand that? You won. I did not find a lawyer. Your Patrick Henry law firm, that man in Virginia, she didn't take it? That is don't. You get paid $2.50 for gas and mileage. You forced a disabled person. Now this is humiliating? I don't think it's humiliating for Team Glendenning and Townsend, Lieutenant Governor Townsend. Maiden names don't count anymore. Why should they? Though you wanted to? My God, uncle and aunt at UMBC. Uncle in charge of Head Start. University College, Federal 3 Head Start. I am directed to Liz to send a fax to the Honorable Ted Kennedy. Why? You're Gus Mitchell. I'm still trying to track down his ethnicity. Why not? Gust is a Greek name, Constantino. Gust or Gus? Yakovos library didn't have a problem trying. I've got 3 pages. She tracked it down. I think he's from Pittsburgh. Restaurant. Early on, 1900s. Mary Snyder Vogel. The interview. That got a 99 from Gus Mitchell. Once again, where is this coming? Don't even. Do you understand that? You've done nothing. You are a group. You're NAACP. You said it. I have 3 webinars. We are a group of history. We do not believe in, what's that word? You're lucky I can't, it's not even on Tongueway. We don't believe in taking 5,000 years and making 2 sentences. Don't threaten me. You're Dean Harris. I strongly suggest. I am a property owner, jackass, and I have been such since 8. My house sold for over $750. What insurance would I have needed? We'll start with that before the transfer. And how much insurance is anybody? Oh, don't. That's not warranted. I am an Ivy League person, and I've been thrown out. I've lost my higher education law. You act as if it doesn't exist. I will go to a state school when the other private school threw me. There are no other places to go, fuck ass. Now, we're at an impasse. Nobody uses me. I am not going to dishonor my class advisor, St. Thomas Aquinas College. Mr. Saravino thought this could all be resolved with candy. Here is the candy store, Sophia. I went with them. It's in White Plains. That little corner, and then a little further down, you learn how to drive. My driving instructor, Friendly Driving Academy, nice guy. This is your computer screen. Look at this. Rock Creek Park is where I learned how to drive. Hi, I need Beltway driving. Why? You have a driver's license. Yeah, well, I need the Beltway now. Are you? No, the Beltway. Do not go past this water tower, Sophia. I'm applying for a job in Towson. That's way past Friendly. Belgians too. You watch your step, and I'm not threatening you. You threatened me in writing. And then you got the O'Toole law firm. Cease and desist. Cease. Oh, you're telling that? I'm a taxpayer. Are you telling me to cease and desist? Wow. Don't you understand? You're Mr. Newsom. I'm sorry for the imbroglio you find yourself. I had to look that up, Newsom. Is that an imbroglio? You have 2 board members. Who are you afraid of? King Chucky? No, it was Queen Elizabeth at the time. Why? I delivered that Range Rover drive the day after that blizzard, not David Benna. He packed it all up in the car. She got her fucking Range Rover bullshit and the foam core mounting. Didn't she? Why am I in this lobby for 25 minutes looking at the scarves and the various muddy It ain't a white Range Rover. She in the mud with those ugly-ass dogs. Don't threaten me. Any one of you. Who do I threaten? You've disabled me. As I said in that paper to your Margelina Cars. Blue Book. She phrased that question. It could only have this response. We do not know those people on television. We only see them for 15 minutes. We don't know the other 23 3/4. You did what you did. There is nobody on this earth, graduate Catholic law, graduate Berkeley law. That's on you people. I don't need anybody. I am very good at what I do, trust me. I've given you hate crime law. It was brand new. There is 2 types of one, and I'm not going to say what it is. When he starts writing all legal documents like that, you will not know what to do. Now, don't bother me because, as I said, my book, when it comes out, spot on, Colonel, United States military retired, William Donald SCHAEFER rolling in his grave. Woo! That Montgomery County housing lady that's probably still alive. Do you need to, do I need? Who are you afraid of, lady? I think you're above him in a way. Is she? FLYNN, 7 attitudes of counties in Montgomery. Well, what is in Montgomery County? You're not telling anybody when the actual Beltway was completed. I don't need Dale. You know, Sophia, my mother took the country road and took a lot longer when we went to soccer practice when it was her turn to drive. Yeah, are you sure all those roads were built, Dale, when you had soccer practice in D.C.? You've done nothing to me. I wrote the Vatican, Apocalyptic Palace, because that book in that North Charles Plaza, Johns Hopkins Extension Center, where Anita Peterson, you will not transfer to that Baltimore KINKOS. It is an inner city store in transition. She thinks that's the inner city. One of a kind. You do know she is in charge of all of that. Little Mr. Kentucky made her a millionaire, if not. She has a company car. Even if she had college debt, don't. I'm lying about my book on the book? Am I? No, I'm not. They don't have to worry about a car debt and a student loan. It's a car from Ford, brought from the lot from Kentucky. They drive it. Oh, that's cigars, and every woman has to drive them from the airport to, don't. First of all, to be a manager, you need a credit card. Gets charged first and then you pay back. Don't tell me about life. There's nothing you can say about me. I'm vested for not enough to open up my mouth yet. 16,000. That's what you need. Did I lose my job? Did anybody in this Maryland Student Service Alliance, mine was hypothetical, did their parents suffer? That's my livelihood. What are you going to have the nerve to say? You shouldn't have opened up your mouth? Really? Why? Why? I've pretty much shown the world what you're about. How am I lying? First of all, Hex knows what I bought. Tasteless heavy crystal. I left that all behind. I know what it is. I have 7 pictures. They're not the same. Different etchings. Very heavy. I prefer orphers. I know what crystal is. I think you could have known, but for whatever reason, you're feigning poverty. Good luck, you understand? Colonel, United States Military, Student Conduct Code hearing. That is your history. Redevelopment of Blight, relative cost, Baltimore City. We want none of it. You don't want platoon schools in migration. Nope. You don't want fish kind. You don't want Grimes. You don't want escrow. You don't want House Bill 760, lead passes through the placenta. Nope. Well, let me explain something to you. We're in the 21st century, and all of that English bullshit that has been prioritized to be digitized and accessed by the American public. Your little English Glasgow University 1930, you seem to know all about lead. Now, I don't ever have to shut up. You take your A-levels on JSTOR, Bentham, your concern for the majority abusing the minority. You sell it someplace else and have a great day.